the arms will beat that out, and then, you know, tech will die, right?
Yeah,
And sometimes just die.
for sure. I'm interested to see how this game starts because Azalea just being very, very annoying, being very, very vertical, just throwing out lasers, just to make sure that Haruhi is the one who has to approach.
Yeah, you gotta be real patient with the lasers, and you gotta be a bit of a Moon Boots McGee when you're anywhere near Haruhi. Get jumping.
But one thing that I've seen as well is that when Azalea is in, he makes sure that he does not.
He will not
does
let
not
go.
go away.
He does not let go. He does not let go at all. That was one opening, 0 to death.
Yeah. What I've seen in Ultimate recently is the fact that what you see when people go in is that once they're in, it's such a huge commitment that you can't really afford to go out. Like dashback is probably one of the most covered options in like modern Ultimate. So you can't necessarily run away. Once Azalea is in, he has to just stay in, throw out like any offensive option that you can.
Yeah, but now he's in the corner, and he has to deal with Haruhi's advantage state. But again, you can use that verticality to just find a way out, make your way back to center, and try and get a reversal of your own. You force Haruhi into the corner. And remember, Min at ledge is not great, and that is one of the few weaknesses that if you're Azalea, you're really looking to exploit.
Yeah.
Great back air again. And again, it's just as soon as he gets in, he's not letting go.
Yeah. Like, it's continuing right now. Even despite the Angel platform invincibility just being completely stomped out.
And look, we spent a long time talking about how vulnerable Azalea would be when he gets hit, and not how vulnerable Haruhi would be when he gets the hit. Because Azalea's advantage state is up there with the best in the country, and it is a monstrosity to deal with. And when Azalea gets in, again, he's not letting go. He gives you a drag down into a juggle, into an edge guard. And if you're Min and you don't have great air drift, that can be a problem.
For sure. Because I personally didn't expect Min to struggle that much. Like, my view of disadvantage in this game is that, like, any character can kind of weave their way out of disadvantage, but clearly not against Azalea in this situation. Azalea just had everything pinpointed down to, like, a science. Because what was that? That was a free stock last game, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, he didn't let him breathe. Being really, really slippery right now. Smashville, of course, a really smart counterpick from Haruhi. There's no space you can be away from the arms. The entire stage is her threat bubble.
Yeah.
If you're Azalea, you've left this open because the platform is just really useful for you, and you want to take advantage of that verticality. But Haruhi already taken stock one.
So one thing I want to know from this matchup is how jump and then instant side B works from Azalea's side, because I've been seeing him use jump side B in order to approach, but I'm not. How does it interact with, like, for example, Ram? I believe maybe Ram's what he's trying to use, trying to like side B through, but it can start combos. However, I'm just not personally seeing, unless there's something I don't know about the matchup, why those jump side Bs are the vital approach. I guess it's just a bit of burst. It's
Yeah, like it gives you a bit of burst, and I think that probably can go through Ram. And if you force Min to commit to Dragon Arm, then you're in a slightly better position, right?
Yeah, I get that. That's for sure.
But the Megawatt is what's coming out right now. Looking for the Ram to get the kill. But again, like, you're one of the few characters whose jumps can actually get around Ram.
Yeah.
So that is pretty useful.
Kind of jump over it.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're not seeing as much edge guarding from Haruhi as we could do. Like, sometimes you do need to do a Doramigi and just go off stage, because you're not committing that hard. You're playing Min, right? Like, you can cover the other side of the blast zone from just drifting down near ledge.
Yeah, for sure.
So like, sometimes you kind of expect.
We've seen from Doramigi and Haruhi themselves, like, some awfully low letters off stage to, like, secure an edge guard. We're just not seeing that right now. Maybe there's something that is conditioning for the perfect opportunity.
Maybe. Maybe it's also just like Azalea's mix-ups in disadvantage have been like a little bit too unpredictable and you don't quite trust yourself to take the commitment yet. That Dragon Arm is going to take it though. And, you know, we talk about going off stage to get the kill, but like...
But you could just send an arm.
I was gonna
stage,
say, you could just
send one
sit
of your
in center.
minions.
You send an arm and then you're like, that's not far enough.
Yeah, laser.
Get the laser going. I would like to activate my 599, please.
599 activate.
That was powered arm too. That was mega
Yeah.
privilege. I mean, you didn't need that much. You didn't.
Exactly. Like, Falco's already so far off stage. That was a super kill.
From the smallest stage in the game to the widest stage in the game. Off we go.
Yeah. Clearly, Azalea was not happy with the smash roll pick. However, I'm not sure what he could do about it.
Well, I'm interested to see what his bans are. Maybe he's banning like Kalos and FD because I do think he really needs platforms. So
Yeah.
if he's banning Kalos FD Town, I'm kind of okay with that, but it does mean that he is forced to go to Smashville, right? And maybe that means that winning game 1 is kind of pivotal to the way this works out.
That's a big issue. Look at those lasers coming into play. Azalea just fading, being off stage to try and like force a quick tether recovery from Haruhi. However, not getting the edge guard, just like basically increasing pressure on that ledge.
Yeah, gotta be really careful. Again, just backing off using the lasers, and that's something that PS2 gives you, right? You know, we've talked about that width in the negative, but in the positive, it just gives you a lot more space to maneuver around and pick when to go in. And now we're starting to see Haruhi really call out those side Bs. And I like that he's going for grab a lot. Yeah, just there, just killing. Yeah, it does that sometimes. But Haruhi really just going for grab to punish those because he wants that buff of powered arms, even though he could maybe get something stronger.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe that's the advantage of jump side B. You know, my question I feel like from earlier has been answered. You know, jump side B, get a nice back air, and take the stock at like a deviously early percent.
Yeah, now we can start to see Azalea really use these platforms to get the juggle going, and Haruhi cannot get down. Yep, having to commit to a down air to try and get down, but Azalea waits it out. He's done a really good job of waiting them out so far. Unable to find the kill, though.
Ooh, look at that. Azalea just slowly getting out of the corner, just patiently waiting for Harry to swing, and then be able to parry that nair to get back in center. Chase down.
Oh, wow. Get over here and take the up air. That is a 2-1 lead in stocks from Azalea, looking to get a 2-1 lead in games. Be very careful here, just peppering with the lasers now, backing off a little bit.
Oh no, they're talking about Mega Defang. I need to. Oh, no. I need to ignore the
Wait,
conversation. Okay.
we're not having that round today. Well, no, we are having in the pub after.
In the pub after.
Yeah, in the pub
We
after.
can't be having that in the pub either. I haven't seen all of them yet. Do you know what? I haven't seen the end of this set. I'm hungry for more. However, I've just been slightly distracted. What we might see now is a 2-1 from Azalea. Just missing that up smash though.
Yeah, a little bit of low profile there from Haruhi. Definitely accidental, but can Azalea keep his composure in spite of that?
Okay.
Okay. This is getting very, very even now. A great use of the side B when you're invincible and just saying, you know what, you can't punish it this time.
Ooh, check out Haruhi's DI and both of those, like the up tilt and the DI on the down air. Just DIing like really, really far away from Azalea to make sure that he cannot get those back airs how he wants. Because I'm telling you, those back airs are vital to like, you see, vital for the stock, vital for like keeping Haruhi like slightly above like the stage. Do you get what I mean? So,
Yeah.
just making sure that he's as high as possible whilst he's off stage and has no stage under him.
Yeah, exactly. I think that as well, like Azalea's again really good at hovering in that sort of like 45-degree angle, where it's just like a little bit more awkward for Min to do something. And even in that situation, it was like, okay, I have to commit to the jump, then I have to throw my arm. And if you're Azalea, you just react to the jump, and you know, even if he air dodges, things aren't going to go well. Even if he double jumps, things aren't going to go well, right?
Yeah.
So you can just sit there and say, I see your jump, and that's it. Okay, interesting. So he banned Smashville. He's going Town. Now, if you're Azalea, Town does have some utility for you. Unfortunately,
Yeah, for sure.
you will die now. Oh, okay.
No, not now. Not now.
Not now. I thought we were going to see like an F smash or something, but you will die at this percent.
Yeah. But I guess even though Town does turn into an FD in like 10 seconds or so, the one thing I do like about it is the fact that there is so much stage. So if you like control center really carefully as Falco, you can kind of wait for the other set, the Kalos set to come up, and that will slightly go into your advantage. Probably not the greatest stage layout, but like as soon as you get those platforms to aid you in recovery, like that, look at that, just being able to retreat to platforms, not be able to get hit by Ram, you'll feel quite good. Not good enough, because Haruhi just takes a nice cheesy slice of a bird.
That was the first time he went for just going off stage and throwing out like a tilt. Oh my god! What a position to get the stock trade as well. You're at high percent. Azalea's at almost 0. You might as well take it. Beautiful stuff from Haruhi to bring himself closer to that game 5.
Yeah, in a game 4 like this, especially when Haruhi is down in game count, that's the sort of like play you need to make in order to just maintain that momentum.
Yeah, exactly. When you're down, you got to take those bigger risks, and when you've got a lead, you have to run with it. And Haruhi's managed to do both here. As he backs off into the corner, Azalea going to try and get a punish, but Haruhi's disadvantage has improved a lot over the course of the set.
Yeah, there's a lot more fight off stage as well. Just like Azalea not being able to like fully capitalize off of Haruhi being off stage.
Great catch there from Haruhi. Tilt here, gonna be careful.
Look at that. You see Azalea, as soon as it's hit FD, you just see him trying to fight way harder for the center stage. Just not being comfortable going anywhere close to that edge.
You gotta be really careful here. Azalea, almost 1 megawatt hit away from death. Gets the up tilt. And the up air, but can't find anything right now. And again, Haruhi's so much better in those situations, and he takes full advantage. And like before in those situations, sort of at the beginning of the set, especially in game 1, you kind of see a bit more panic from Haruhi. It felt like Azalea knew what he was going to do.
Yeah.
Whereas now he's just waiting it out. He's like, okay, I know I don't really have an option here, but I'm going to wait until you commit, and then I'll take advantage.
Yeah.
Off we go to game 5, and it will probably go PS2 again. Because if you're Haruhi, like, you have to ban triplats in small battlefield.
Yeah.
On Min. Like, you kind of have to. So, especially in this matchup as well. Even if you didn't want to ban them as Min, you kind of have to ban them against Falco. So,
yeah.
We're going PS2.
Okay. Got Azalea with the first big opening of this game 5. Getting 52% to his name. And just continuing that on. Down air? No more than that just yet. We've got Haruhi really fighting back for that percentage. But Azalea's just like really just running through Haruhi right now. Getting that stop as well.
They're running a train on him right now. And again, just really taking advantage of this platform layout. No, don't. Okay.
Yeah, but like Azalea just not relenting any pressure.
And again, just not letting him go. And again, this platform layout just helps Azalea really get in quick and then abuse that advantage state when he gets in. That big stage making it so much harder for Haruhi to even retreat off stage and just makes it so awkward for Azalea.
Yeah, this verticality, in addition with the platforms of PS2, is like just too much for him to deal with almost.
Oh, that's going to be big though. Can he
Yeah.
take advantage?
Yeah, I think this might be the stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. That's it. Great stuff from Haruhi. Now got to try and find a big opening of his own, but Azalea comes off the Angel platform swinging again. Ooh, overcommits a little bit too much, but Haruhi
Takes
doesn't
the
get the
back
punish.
air.
Yeah.
Falco back air is extremely strong, by the way. I feel like we need to talk about this more. Why is Falco back air that strong? Who decided
He needs it. No, he actually does need it. Could you imagine if Falco back air didn't kill?
I don't want it to like not kill. I just don't want it to be that strong. It kills at like 100, like full stage.
Could
It's
you?
mental.
He really needs it.
Sure,
Every
sure,
character
sure.
has something. He needs it. Okay, up tilt, back air, not gonna find it. That could have sealed the set whilst we were talking about it. Now we got powered Ram on deck. Oh, sorry, powered Dragon Arm. Got to be careful, but the up smash is gonna take it. The first time it didn't work, but sometimes you got to just try it again.
Yeah.
What I really like about that situation the first time though is that even after he swung and he missed, and he kind of got away